Hello, hello. So this page should be in your packet that you received. Go ahead and find that if you have not already. And I'm actually going to take the time to go over each problem with you. Then I'm going to leave you to solve them on your own. You will have to enter the answers you get to each one of these problems into a provided form that I have under classwork in your Google Classroom. Okay? So on each one of these you are working with volume, hence the title, Volume of Prisms. Hello. So on the first one, you can actually see each one of the individual cubes here, and I'm telling you that this rectangular prism is a 3 by 3 by 6. Now since we are finding volume, you already know or should remember that the formula for volume is V for volume equals length times width times height. You guys can write all over this. This is your paper to keep. You'll be turning in your answers via Google form again, so write all over this. Use it, okay? So on this one, you are literally multiplying the three numbers together. Now, I am going to remind you that not only are you multiplying all three numbers together, but you're also multiplying all three units together. Therefore, your answer will end in units cubed. You will actually have to use equatio to enter your answers into the form for me, okay? On number 2, you'll use that same formula. Volume equals length times width times height to find the volume of this entire rectangular prism, which is a 4 by 2 by 4. So you will have to multiply 4 times 2 times 4. Be careful with this multiplying. Some of you guys really struggle with this. If you want to use a calculator, that's totally cool. Sorry, I have like a note stuck on that. That's totally fine, okay? And then your answer will be in centimeters cubed. Volume is cubic, 3-dimensional. Okay, on number 3, it says that Kelsey bought this plastic storage box for her room. Ooh, the volume of the box. This one's a little different. We practiced several of these when we worked with area. The volume of the box is 96 inches cubed. Okay, this one's a little different because we've got the volume. We're not finding it. It says what is the width of the box. So we're missing the width. This one's going to be a little bit harder on you. So let's see if we can figure it out together. We still use our formula, V for volume equals length times width times height. Okay? I know the volume, so we're going to plug it in just like we are evaluating equations, okay, or evaluating expressions. The volume is 96, so we know the volume. We also know the length is 8, and we know the height, so 8 times 4 times our unknown width. We don't know our width. So now here we are. 96 equals, what's the product of 8 and 4? Hopefully you said 32. Now we have 32 times some number makes 96. Solve it like a one-step equation, just like we do in our homework sheets, okay? Get that W by itself. You'll have to divide. So 96 divided by 32, okay? And then this would not be in inches cubed because we've already found the volume. It's just the width, so just inches. Okay, on number 4, a swimming pool can hold 960 cubic feet of water. That's the entire amount of water this swimming pool can hold. That's the volume of the pool. So we know the volume of the pool, just like we knew the volume of this box over here. I'm going to just stop because I know what I'm doing, and I'm going to write the formula down. I've not even read the rest of the problem. The volume is 960. Okay, now I can read the rest. The length of the pool is 16 feet. Alright, so 16. The width of the pool is 10 feet. Okay, 10. What is the depth of the pool? We can also say the height of the pool. We say depth because I'm assuming this is an in-ground pool. It's in the ground, the depth of it going down. So that's the same thing as height. We're going to do the same thing we did over here. I still have 960 on this side of my equation. The product, 16 times 10. That's the answer to a multiplication problem, the product. 160 times h. Now, get that h all by itself. Okay, inverse operation. And remember, this is not going to be in feet cubed. It's just going to be feet. Alright, number 5, you're finding the volume again. And we have fractions. So volume equals length times width times height. You're going to end up with, let's start with our fractions. 3/4 times 1/2 times 1. You can also put 1 over 1 if you want to help you out. Now you're going to multiply this across yourself. You should not have to simplify. You should just get a fraction that doesn't simplify as your answer, and it will be in inches cubed. Alright, number 6, you're going to do the same thing. You've got to multiply all 3 fractions together, length, width, and height. I'll just start with this one. So we have 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/4. Almost a cube, almost. And remember, you are finding volume, so it will be inches cubed, okay? There's only 6 of these. So that's not very many. Keep in mind, if you miss one, that's a good bit of points apiece. Don't just go to that form and start entering stuff, guys, okay? Work it out. Do the best you can. Whenever we come back to school, Lord knows when that will be, I will not be going back over this. Alright? I'm taking my time to do this so that you can watch it and learn from it. Okay, once you're done, go find that Google form.